Sunyere kaine shutorine puyana kaine turine kinene soyere. How are you today? I'm so glad that you're here. Sunyere sanakaine shutorine. I wanted to do this video today because the energy on this planet right now is very dense. It's very heavy. And there are a lot of people suffering right now. There's a lot who are in pain. Who are grieving. And who are experiencing depression. And I wanted to do this video to remind you that you're not alone in this, that we are all in this together. And I want to support you the best way that I know how. Suniere kaine shutorine. And I know what it feels like to be in a bottomless pit, to feel that you're in this deep darkness, in this pit that you can't find your way out. There doesn't seem to be a way out, and you might feel hopeless. You might feel lonely, abandoned. You might feel like you're stuck. Sunyere sanakaine shutorine. I found myself in these pits many times. I've struggled with and been managing depression for over a decade, and I know what it feels like to be in these dark, bottomless pits where you feel that there's no way out. And I know how hard it can be, and I know how overwhelming it can be. And I know how lonely it can be and how crushing it is. And I don't want you to feel that way. So today in this session, I want to help you by pulling you out of this pit. Okay? And I just want to remind you that it's so important, if you are feeling depression or loneliness, or if you are grieving, or you're having negative thoughts, it's so important to reach out to a loved one, to tell them how you're feeling. And I know that can be really hard. And I know sometimes it can be even harder if we've already expressed that before, and we might feel that we don't want to sound like a broken record. I know that's how I felt a lot of times. There's many reasons someone can fall into depression, but there can also be no reason at all. We are all one and we are all connected. And although you might not feel that you have a way to identify or a reason to identify why you might be feeling this way, it's because we're all connected. And you might just be feeling other people, your brothers and sisters who are suffering, who are in pain. That empathy that you might be feeling for others. It's okay. But we just need to make sure that we can recognize that and that we don't get lost in the darkness and that we don't allow the darkness to trick us into thinking that we're powerless or that we're stuck or that we're alone or that there's no way out. Because that is a lie. So if you are feeling these types of emotions, I want you to be strong enough to reach out for support, to communicate your feelings, to seek professional support if you can. Talk to a therapist, talk to someone, okay? Because if you are feeling this way, I want to remind you that life is beautiful and God is love and God loves you. And if you are struggling or feeling these types of emotions, it's not right. It's not correct. It's not the way things are supposed to be. Okay? So we need to support each other and help each other. So what I want to do today is I'm going to reach in to this bottomless pit, to this darkness that you may be in right now, and I'm going to help pull you out, okay? Sunye sunakotorine, kinene suyere, shutorine, suyere sana, dorine, puyene kinana suyere. Shun soniere suyene, shunyara saine kutorine. Sunyere sanakaine, shu tsurie sasharapaine kutorine. So now I want you to close your eyes. Shun soniere sanakaine, turine punyara kaine. And I want you to hear the drum. And I'm going to reach my hand out into the pit. And I'm going to illuminate the way for you. I want you to see the light. Shun sonye sonokotorine punyara saine shutorine. And hear the drum. And maybe you don't hear it. Maybe you don't see the light yet. But maybe you feel it. Maybe you can feel where the light is. I want you to go towards that. Okay. And I want you to see me there. At the edge of this pit, at the edge of this darkness, as I reach my hand in, Sun sanakaine shutorine. I'm going to reach my hand into the darkness here where you may be, and I want you to grab my hand. Kuyere seshanakatarine, sunyere sanakaine sutorine. Sunye sanakaine suishotorine. Sunyere sanakaine, shutorine, punyere sanakaine. As I reach my hand in, shun soriere. Reach your hand out, grab my hand. Sunyere sanakaine. Thank you. I have your hand now. Sunyere kinana. And I don't want you to worry about pulling me into this pit. I want you to know that you can't do that. It's safe. Don't worry about doing that. That you won't be pulling me in, okay? I'm very securely grounded here. Tonyere sanakaine, shunyere sunyo torine. And as I'm holding your hand here, I want you to release kunyere se shinakatorine. Everything that you no longer need into this pit, leave it in there. Sunye shinakatarine. Take off this weight, this burden that you're carrying, this loneliness, this depression, the abandonment, the hopelessness, the grievance. Shun sonye kotorine. We're going to leave that behind. Suyere se shinakaine. Sutorine kaine. Sunyere saine shutorine. Sunyere kinana. Suyere se shinukotorine. Okay? Leave it all behind. Leave it in. Shun, the pit, where we're going to pull you out of. Sunye senakaine, shutorine. I have you very securely. Kunye se shinakatarine. And on the count of 3, I'm going to gently pull you out of the darkness, okay? Sushonye senakaine, shutorine, poyanakaine, sunyere se shinakatarine. Sunyere se shinakaine, sunyere se shinakaine, sunyere se shukanaire. Okay, I'm going to pull you out on the count of 3. Are you ready? Sunyere se shinokotorine, konyara saine, sutorine. 1, 2, 3. Shun, sun shinakaine, sutorine, punyanakaine. Very good. I want to do this 2 more times. Shonya sashinakatarine, punyere sinikatarine. Give me your hand here. Sunyere sashinakatarine. I have you. Soon. Okay, we're going to release everything that we no longer need into this pit. Shun sonokotorine kinana. We're leaving the darkness behind. Shoyere sashinakatarine, sunyere sashinakatarine. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shum sunyere se shinakatarine. Oh, very beautiful. Okay, one more time here. Sunyere se shinakatarine. Take my hand here. Punyere sinikana torine. Very good. I'm going to pull you out. Kunyere se shinakatarine. Suyere se shina sotorine. Punyere sinakaine. Shutorine. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shum suyere se shinakatarine. Soyerine suturine. Kunyere se shinakatarine. Torine kinene sushokoyene. Saine sushotorine. Boyana saine kuturine. Kuyere se shinakatarine. As now we're going to send this darkness. We're going to send it light. We're going to light it up. We're going to illuminate it. Shunyere senakaine turiene kinana. Using this selenite wand. Very high vibrational, very angelic stone here. Shunyere sai shinokotorine kinene sushokotorine. Bayana saine suyo torine kinana soyere soshotorine. As we illuminate the darkness, shun sunyere se shanakatarine. So we're leaving that behind. Shun sotorine. Ponyara saire kotorine. Sunyere satarine. We remove ourselves from the darkness. I just want to remind you that you are the light and you hold the light within you. And it's important for you to remember this at all times, especially when you're in the darkness. And I know how hard it is to pull yourself out of those dark pits. I know how hard it is. But I'm here to remind you that you have the power to do that. You have the power to not just pull yourself out of that darkness, but to pull others out of the darkness as well. Okay, don't be afraid to reach your hand out in both directions. Don't be afraid to reach your hand out from in the dark pit. When you find yourself in there, reach your hand out. Look for support. Look for guidance. Ask for guidance. Ask for support. Reach out. And don't be afraid to reach your hand in and help someone else out. Because you have the power to do that. And you just need to remember that you have that power. And that's the tricky thing about the darkness, is it's very good at making us forget who we are, and making us forget all of our power and all of our strength. But the darkness won't win. We won't let it win. We are here to be the light. We can't be anything else. We are the light. You need to remember who you are. Take care of yourself and see yourself as the beautiful, divine being of light that you are. And don't ever forget that. And don't let the darkness trick you into saying that you're anything but that. And I want to remind you to check on your loved ones. Check on your strong friends. Because sometimes we don't really reveal how we're feeling inside. And it's important to let everyone you care about, everyone you love, let them know that you love them. Let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that you love their light and their laughter, and you're so happy that they're here, and you're so happy to know them, and you're so grateful to know them. Tell them you love their light, and be the light for them. Express that gratitude. Don't be afraid to express your love, because you never know how much of a blessing that can be for them. And of course, the more that you do this for others, and the more that you help, and the more that you show up as light for others, the more you will find that others will do this for you, because it all comes back. The support and the love that you give, you will also receive. It is such a blessing to be the light for others. And of course, I want you to receive the same blessing. I want to remind you that you're not alone. Earth is a very difficult school. It's a master class. And the fact that you're here now during these revolutionary times is absolute proof of how strong you are, and how capable you are, and how important you are. We need you. We need you here. And we need you out of the darkness. And we need you to shine your light. You are very important. Just remember, we are all one. We are all in this together. And I just want to really remind you truly that if you are feeling these emotions of depression or grief, of loneliness, of negative thoughts, of dark thoughts, I want you to reach out to someone. I need you to express that. I need you to seek help. I need you to be strong enough to do that. Okay? And if you feel that you don't have someone to talk to, I want you to remember that you always have this community. Okay, and you have me. And I'm here to support you the best way that I know how. Okay, I love you. I just want you to love yourself enough too. You are very special. And if you might find yourself in the darkness again, or in these bottomless pits, don't be ashamed. Don't feel guilty. There's nothing wrong with you. It could just be the weight of the world. But we just need some help. And if you can't pull yourself out, let someone else help you. Let someone pull you out of that, okay? I want you to be safe, and I want you to be happy. And I want you to be the light that you are. I hope that this helped you feel better, and I hope that it helps you remember and recognize who you are. And if you have a loved one that you see is struggling, or if they tell you that they are struggling and they're feeling lonely, or they're feeling depressed, or they're not feeling themselves, don't brush that off, okay? Listen to them. Be their light. Be the light that shines for them so they can find their way home. And remind them who they are as well. You're always supported. Always supported. And you are very much loved. Do not doubt that for a second. I love you. I know that God loves you. Okay. And don't ever underestimate the power of prayer. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay, good night. Good night. I love you. And I'm so grateful for you. And I'm so happy you're here. And I thank you for sharing your light with me.